We're joined with the head coach of the senior men's national team, Coach Steve McClaren. So we're going to open the floor now for questions. Please raise your hand, and after you are indicated, then we'll proceed with the questions. So go ahead, Leger. Please go ahead, Leger.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening.
Well, it's been a big talking point in terms of, you said it previously, in terms of the tempo that you wanted team to play at. In the first leg, it was a bit slow. In the second leg, especially after around 30 minutes or so, there was a huge injection of tempo into the team. Did that please you, one? And two, is that the tempo that you would want the team to play at going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind keeping the ball in possession, which is fine. But a lot of the times in the first game, we turned down playing forward too many times and went square and back, which slowed the game down, allowed them to get behind the ball and made it very difficult for us. So we worked on that for the 2 days and saying we've got to have more urgency and tempo in our game. So really we were kind of saying we're coming out and we're 1-0 down, because when we were 1-0 down, our tempo increased, and you know, we've got players with ability and speed who will cause problems. So we have to feed the front players as often as possible. So you're absolutely right. That is close. And I thought the game management from the boys was excellent, from back to front, controlled it, up the tempo when we needed to. So I call it playing 90 miles an hour and playing 10 miles an hour. And I think in the first game we played 10 miles an hour too much. This time I was pleased with the balance, and we got the 90 miles an hour, which when we play like that, you know, we cause teams problems.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Lesh. Go ahead, Chloe.
All right, nice, sir. Firstly, 3 questions.
One.
Okay.
Make it a good one.
Okay, let's say you speak about tempo, but for a large portion of the game, you know, it was kind of slow. Like there weren't enough passes, and just not enough like cohesion of the team. Seems like you guys are missing a creative midfielder, that type of player. So, how do you be able to fix that in the future? Or what did you see were the problems that, you know, can simply easily?
No, I didn't see any problems this time. When you play against a team like Vincent, congratulations to the team over the 2 games. But there's one big thing I've learned: there are no easy games in the Caribbean, no matter what. And they worked hard and were quick on the break. And when they're a transition team like that, if you give them the ball, like forcing them to do things, then that gives them opportunity to transition to attack on you. So it's getting the balance between keeping the ball and making sure that we move up the field, keep our rest defence, so we mark when we attack. The defenders are close, and we can maintain and play in their half, which I was really pleased with today. And even the other day, we controlled it, but it was too slow a tempo, where this was quicker. And I think the injection of the likes of Warner Brown and Cephas on the left, and you know, we told the boys, yeah, don't give up a forward pass. And I think we did that better.
Thanks, Kobe. Gary?
Coach Gary Graham, Jeff Live. Speaking of tempo and keeping the game aligned with the game plan, Andre Blake, another clean sheet for him for his career. What would you say about his warrior performance tonight? You know, battling through some knickknacks and continue to play through the game all throughout.
Yeah, I mean the whole back four I thought were excellent, and you're absolutely right. You keep a clean sheet, you win games, and we said that before the game. We keep a clean sheet, we go through. We want to score, but we keep a clean sheet, we go through. And I think in my games, 10 games, and the home games especially, I think we've conceded 1 goal. And so we're pleased about that. And we said that to the players before, that we're playing at home. This is our home. This is, you know, the legend is the office. We're not there at all, nowhere near, but we want to make this, we want to own the stadium, own the field. And I think we did that today. Now we just need to develop and do it more.
Thanks, Gary. Jordan Ford.
Coach Jordan Ford, CVM Sports. You mentioned Warner Brown, and there's a lot been made of players who play in Jamaica professionally. What did you think of him? What he brings to the attacking team as an attacking force, and how are you looking to integrate players such as Warner Brown as you move into World Cup qualifying?
Well, I think, as I said before, I think the camp that we had a month ago with the local players was invaluable. Gave me great insight into the players and the culture of them and the work ethic and their game intelligence. It was fantastic. And then I think in the squad we chose 10 JPL players and young ones as well as experience. And I've just said in the dressing room, some have played. I think Richard King was excellent tonight, defensively and coming out with the ball. Warner Brown's come in and not just caused problems with his pace, but held the ball up, was always a target for us. And the local players, they've really made it difficult for the UK and foreign-based players coming in. So it was a balance of 10 and 10, more or less. And the local players never shied away from the challenge, kept the tempo of training very high in intensity, which is what the starting 11 require. And we're no problem in giving people a chance. And Warner deserved it from the first camp. I saw it, but I just felt that with his speed, running in behind, he's an actual nightmare for defenders.
Thanks, Jordan. David.
Coach, as it relates to the midfield duo of Isaac Aiden and Bobby Reed today, would you say that it's closer to finding a solution in that midfield?
Absolutely. I think away from home, we wanted to be a real defensive player there, which is why we played Sully. And he did a good job, and Isaac was on 8 today. We felt that, including bringing Dimmy inside, that we didn't go through the middle in the away game, and we wanted to. So we need people who can deal with the ball. Isaac, Bobby, and Dimmy, they can all deal with the ball, as you saw. And Isaac and Bobby are tenacious and can get around the field, mobile. And the interceptions they won, and then the first pass into Dimmy or the first pass into Warner or out wide was our big threat. And then, we've got the speed on the sides with Leon and Cephas. So I was really pleased with the midfield. I think there's no hiding from the fact that when we play at home and we play in the national stadium, that the surface can be a factor. We find that in training grounds, we find that at national stadium, and I got to say, the pitch here was excellent. Apart from Isaac Hayden, who got a really tight calf because the middle where he was playing was very hard. So I thought that was excellent. I thought the surroundings and the atmosphere was very good. I don't know if we can play here again, but so these players are used to a good surface. The local players maybe not, but it has a big effect on the game that we want to play. We want to keep the ball. We want to build from the back. We don't want to be a team, what I call an opportunity, who rely on long balls, second balls, and transition from that. And to do that on some of the difficult surfaces that we've had to has been hard. But we've persisted with it, and it's getting used to that. And we get them for 1-2 days. And what I saw in the first game, although tempo could be higher. I saw a lot of principles which we've worked on from day one, and especially in this game, a lot of principles in terms of building with three at the back, having a controller, having a 10, speed on the sides, and a target man who can run in behind. That is more how I want to play, instead of playing in front of the opponent all the time. The key is getting behind the opponent, and I felt we did that today. We haven't done that as well in previous games, so that's something to take forward.
Daniel Blake.
Hi, Coach McClaren. 10 games in so far. You said that the players have still been getting used to your style of play. In those 10 games where you used different, some of your greatest takeaways and heading into the important World Cup qualifiers and Gold Cup, how do you make certain adjustments to ensure that your style of play and the team can go on and achieve their objectives?
Yeah, that's it. We just need to, when we're together, and we need to educate. That's what I learned from the camp with the local players. We need to educate them more into how we want to play, how we want to build up, how we want to make a 3 or a 4 at the back, and how we want to press, either pressing with a 9 and a 10 or just a 1 and 7, 11. So there's about 2 or 3 ways in which we've been working on to build up, 2 or 3 ways which worked on to press, and then it's also been about getting the balance in midfield. So it's coming, but we've still got a lot to do. And what I'm pleased about is that we can have 2 games in the UK, 2 friendlies, 2 World Cup qualifiers, and then the Gold Cup. I'm really looking forward to that. Where I don't know where we're going to play, but I would think that the services will be pretty good where we do that. So yeah, we're. I think I said it yesterday. We wanted to come in and change the style to more a what is happening in Europe and the UK in terms of building ball possession, of pressing, of counter press, of pressing high, winning the balls, transitioning quick. Being compact as a team, and that takes time. And we've only got them for 2 or 3, 4 days maximum when they come over. But we're getting better.
Thanks, Daniel. Go ahead.
Sonny Felix for JFF. Coach McClaren, for the past 2 to 3 days, the fans have been anxious. But now you've qualified for the World Cup. Do you have anything to say to put them at ease?
Well, I think they'll be at ease tonight, as we all are, myself included, because we put ourselves in a hole, really. We hadn't have got that penalty in the last minute. There would have been a bigger hole. But as I said, the first game in terms of the stats, yeah, that's what we want. The stats are pretty similar in terms of 16 shots. I think 6 or 7 on target, only 64%, but that's enough, because I think they just took risk in the last 20 minutes to get it. So, yeah, I'm really pleased about the outcome, and we've learned a lot. There's no easy games in this region at all.
We can take 2 more. Yes, go ahead.
Good night, Coach. John Stewart, JFF. I noticed in moments during the game that Leon Bailey drifted out to the left-hand side, and he seemed a bit more comfortable out there as opposed to the right-hand side, where he had a couple of opportunities to shoot, but was hesitant because it was his foot. Is that something you've identified and something you'd like to address?
Yeah, also, you're absolutely right. We've talked about that, looked at Leon. Leon started his career in Germany playing on the left-hand side. And, we just see him week in, week out playing on the right. And so that's where we play. But we said before the game, look, if you want to go on the left, have a little go on the left. If you're not having such luck on the right, then you can swap. We've got Cephas who can play on the left or the right. We've got Kahim Dixon who can also do the same. So, yeah, that gave him that license. Where he's most effective. And we do want to get crosses into the box. So we will get more crosses if we have a left footer and a right footer to do that, which we are working towards.
One more, go ahead.
Coach, and do you think our team really charter
Yeah,
on to our fans we like money so going in so like be very competitive, shyness very we need to see the team play more like all higher press. We need to see that bonus and that how he's hungry first 5 minutes.
Can you go to the question, please?
yeah, he's given me the answer. So that's it.
Teams are going to participate.
We're going to compete. We can't wait to compete. We compete all the time. You know, the JFF arranged 2 friendlies in the UK against good opponents. So that's getting the players together in a camp. You know, that will prepare us for the 2 World Cup qualifiers. The more time we can spend with these players, you know, the better everything will get. And, you know, I want to see from now until May, you know, the local players maintaining the standards of what they've brought, developing, improving in terms of game intelligence and tactical wise, because they've certainly got energy and enthusiasm, and we really love that. And then we're hoping that we are also hoping from now until May that we can make additions as well, which we're really working on, and for some players we're quite close to. But if we can add more quality, I think going forward, you know, we miss Mikel Antonio. He was the number 9, and he's a big threat in behind. He can hold the ball up. He's a leader. He's a captain. We really miss Mikel. We hope we get him in the summer, or then at least in the qualifiers. But in the meantime, we're forever searching for players who can make this squad better.
Thanks everybody. The draw for the Gold Cup will be on April 10th. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
London, you